All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome into today's edition of In the Game, and we are seeing a great bounce across the market. If we filter here by gaming coins, we got gaming coins up 30% on the day. We filter over on the market cap side, we see Bitcoin has pushed from, playing with 40K up to 43.3. So what does this mean for gaming altcoins? We're seeing a surge coming back into the market, and is this the pre-halving pump that we're about to see leading into the start of the next cycle officially? I kind of think that the ETF news was a little overblown and a little oversold. We'll get into that and a lot of the altcoins that I'm eyeing for major moves that maybe haven't made crazy moves yet. So without further ado, let's get in the game. And as always, guys, drop down, hit that like button, and subscribe. We're trying to hit that 100,000 subscriber mark. We're at about 90,000. So we need your help out there in the chat to be able to send us over our goal and get us to that $100,000, or not $100,000. We all want to hit the $100,000 in a crypto off of a 10x, right? But we want to hit that 100,000 subscriber mark. So help us out down below. As well, shout out to our sponsors here on In the Game. We have 𝗨𝗘𝗘𝗏, Vulcan Forged, Ultra, Redato, Dreams Quest, Game Starter, NordVPN, Farcana, and Uncaged. And we have amazing sponsors here on the show, ranging from individual games, big studios, launchers. We have GambleFi projects. We have Launchpad. So shout out to all of our sponsors. And a quick reminder, if you're not in the Game Discord, we are capping the private In the Game Discord with charts, buys, gaming portfolio, sports betting, everything that you can imagine underneath the gaming spectrum. We are capping this at 100 members, and we are getting close to that mark. So head over down below, wap.com/inthegame, if you want to jump into the Discord. So I had thrown out a tweet this morning, and I actually don't have it pulled up here, but let me do that for you here while we're recording this. So I threw out this tweet last night that, after seeing this resurgence in the market, so ETF comes out, we absolutely dumped. And that was expected, honestly. Once the public could invest into the ETF, we all kind of thought, all right, that's typical crypto. It's going to go down from there for a little bit. But with the recent surge in the market and how quickly coins are now moving after this little bit of a resurgence in Bitcoin, I'm starting to get that bull run vibe. People were way too bearish post ETF. And when it's a completely bullish event, the ETF, despite the narrative of sell the news, now we have the halving. I think we really are about to have that full-on next bull run, and history tells us that that's going to repeat itself. So I said, strap in for the ride. And we have a lot going on in the market right now. We have Army of Fortune launching their token today. As we see here, it's now trading on KuCoin. I know it's trading on Bybit as well. The one thing here, I'm so bullish on this game, on what they're doing at Army of Fortune. They got a lot of flack on Twitter yesterday because their tokenomics, the NFTs are not getting anything more than 1% of the total supply, which means like $160 per NFT. And it was 20-month vesting. They have since deleted that. I think they're probably going to do some damage control there and increase that airdrop. So I still have conviction that they can turn it around, but we'll see. Teams in Web3 are always hard to predict, but I do think kind of, knowing a few team members there and knowing what they're doing, I think that they'll probably turn that around. But this is now trading on KuCoin and on Bybit. So if you have been waiting for this listing, you can go check it out. It's not on CoinMarketCap or anything like that yet. So I'm going to have to check back on the price there whenever I can, because I'm in the US. I can't even use Bybit or KuCoin. So, I'm in the dark there. But check out the AFG token. I'm super bullish on it long-term heading into the next cycle. And then look at Ronin. Hard to ignore what Ronin's doing here. 42% in a month, 207% since the beginning of, over the last 365 days. But since the bottom, I mean, this is a 6.5x here from Ronin. So this one's been absolutely crushing it. But I'm not buying Ronin today. There's still some altcoins out there that I think are in great accumulation levels. And they're all, I think in this show, once again, they're all pretty low market cap tokens. On Friday, we gave you guys a plethora of market caps under $35 million. Some of them made major moves, and some of them are getting attention that they well deserve. But, we will get you those low cap gems here. And I know that format worked really well because we gave you guys all the low cap tokens and it was all at once. And that way, one token doesn't just skyrocket and for no reason at all. We gave the reasoning behind all of those low caps, and some of them did have some surges, and we'll get to that here in just a second. Some stuff I'm still looking at in the market. Citus, if we look here at the year chart, this one ripped up to 0.0083. It went down to that 0.0043 level. It's now kind of coming back here. If you look at the daily chart, up 17%. And if you look here at Senate on the daily, it is definitely not down 13% on the day. That is definitely a bug on CoinMarketCap side here. But this one is 16 cents up to 18.5 cents today. So this is the one I would look at, Senate, within that Citus ecosystem. It's going to be the governance token for the whole ecosystem, including the Citus pad. So Citus Pad is about to go live. This is their Launchpad. They have so much liquidity, so much budget, funding, etc. I think they're going to be able to get a lot of quality deals over the line. So I'm looking at the Senate token, and by circulating market cap, it's 3x undervalued what is happening with this with the normal Citus token. So Senate is in my lens for sure. I'm looking at Honeyland. Honeyland, I think, is going to make a huge move over this next 30 days. They are deeply embedded with Solana. Like you see on the right side here, they are going to be speaking at the breakpoint stage at the Vision keynote. So they're going to probably be giving some major announcements there. There's rumors of a big play to airdrop campaign, which is only going to bring more users and more players in to learn about the economy, etc. So I'm looking at Honeyland, 26 million market cap, to make a big move here shortly. I think 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 hasn't really moved despite a bunch of bullish updates. And I really am bullish on 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. They have such good backing. Their team here is actually high quality, and people see the inu and they think it's a meme coin, but this game is actually like very, very solid. And GameSwift just partnered with them today. So as you see here, they're welcoming 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 to their gaming family. So this will probably be on the GameSwift launcher. Recently, they've partnered with Scale. They've partnered with Creo Engine. They've partnered with Immutable. They've partnered with Avalanche. Now they're over here partnering with GameSwift. I think that once this next bull comes around and the game is fully live, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is going to be all over people's feeds and widely accessible in Web3, which is very important. Some of these games are hard to play. They're siloed to one location, and it seems like 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is going to be across the market in all perspectives. And a couple other in the gaming space that I think are still good accumulations are playable games. This one's taken a 60% turn since its recent all-time highs. I think it's oversold. I know the whales are accumulating this right now. I've talked to some people in the bull ecosystem. Like, after such a big pump and it comes down this much, the big money is ready to buy because they took out profit at the top. What is the reasoning for that big dip? It's because the people who got in early were extracting profits out of the market. But Playable Games is shipping product. They're selling nodes daily, which adds to their runway. Their play to earn game Nexus is absolutely thriving. They're giving away 1 million bull every single day. So very bullish on what this team is doing as far as the gaming side. And I think that this is definitely oversold. And the whales in the ecosystem would agree with me. So, those are like the gaming ones I'd eye today, because if you look here, guys, I'm not jumping in to buy WAGMI today because we already have a position here. It's up almost 3x. It's up 25% on the day. We've been saying that Domi Online, we said it on the low cap video, is a great buy. It's up 22% today. We have BoxBet absolutely crushing it. We'll talk about that one here in just a second. Echelon Prime up 20%. So this is not the day to be just going in and aping into all the altcoins out there. If you're going to filter it by what's down over the 24 hours, and honestly, there's just not that much that's in the red today. So like I said, today's one of those days where, you build your watch list and you kind of isolate those still low market cap tokens that you think are still good buys, which I do think there's plenty of them out there. Let's get into the GambleFi side. Right now, Based is my top play in the GambleFi sector. As we see here, they're launching a free-to-play poker tournament giving away $250 every single day. You can play right here on Telegram. It's pretty cool. I've actually jumped into it. It's the based casino bot, so you can play on Telegram. Very easy to use. And this is free to play today at 22 CET. So anyone can sign up. It's a quick play settings for fast action, and it's for 250 USD in prizes. And as we see here, this is fully diluted. It's made a big move over the 7 days, but I think that this one's just now getting started. So based is my top casino play at this point, followed by BoxBet. BoxBet, we gave you guys this one over. That is the opposite. It is up. CoinMarketCap is bugging today. It is actually up 153% over the week. And this one is finally getting exposure, which it well deserves. Like, let's look at the metrics here for BoxBet. This is not just any given low cap token. This is not just something that, was put on YouTube and it had a pump. This is a much deserved pump. And the people I know behind this project are top tier. They did $1 billion in gambling revenue in Web2 endeavors. They have 100 million in equity backing, a Telegram sports betting bot that I've been using. It's super easy to use. The metrics are super impressive, and the market cap is still criminally low. I mean, at $9 million, I think this has the makings to be one of the biggest GambleFi winners heading into the next cycle. And as we see here, 9,500 bets, and they actually hit 10,000 bets just today. So that metric is actually already invalid. They have done 700,000 in app revenue, 850,000 in total betting volume. They have 1,300 BXBT holders or plus, yeah. And then 25 ETH as the all-time daily revenue high. So the metrics here for BoxBet speaks for themselves. And now that they hit 10,000 bets placed, now that they're getting on more people's radars, I expect this one to continue its growth. And I'm excited to see what comes out of BoxBet. And shout out to anyone who got in early on that, got in the game Discord, got in on YouTube here. We were sharing that alpha, and it has been absolutely crushing it. I mean, even if you bought like up here after the initial pumps, it's already, you're in the green. So I think this one's going to continue its growth, and I'm excited to see the future of BoxBet. The other game, the GambleFi projects I'd look at, Winner Protocol and Kaneko would be the two that I also am very bullish on. So based, BoxBet, Winner, and Kaneko as far as gambling tokens. And then whenever I go over to the gaming side, Citus, Senate, Honeyland, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 playable games. Those would be the ones today that I still think are fantastic buys because of the market cap, right? And I'm not chasing the big pumps out here. It's the last time I was on the show, I was able to give you so many low cap tokens that were well undervalued. And that's the time to be buying. Everyone was so bearish because of the ETF news. And that's the time whenever I spread out capital into the market, whenever nobody wants to buy, that's whenever the best time to buy is. And now we're seeing this surge in the market. So I know it could be boring on a perspective that like, oh, what are you buying today? Honestly, if I was to be buying anything today, I'd be looking at Senate. I'd be looking at playable games. I'd be looking at 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, Honeyland. I would be looking at BoxBet most likely. Winner has been kind of stagnant here during this little time frame, so I like Winner. And then a couple of smaller cap tokens here. Shout out to GameStarter. They are one of our sponsors here, but just like Cetify, Ultra, Vulcan Forge, they are very high conviction on my radar. So I absolutely love what they're doing with their ecosystem over here. And at a $7 million market cap, this hasn't really moved over. I mean, it has made a move over the week just because it's growing in market cap. But I do still think at this level for what they're doing in the ecosystem, it's very undervalued. And then an individual game token, $4 million market cap, Champs. They have a great community, great player base. They have a lot of key KOLs and influencers pushing this. And, social sentiment does matter. The game's actually pretty fun, and the team is very solid. They're based out of Neo Tokyo, for example. So those would be the two low caps of the day that I'd be looking at, GameStarter and Champs. So just to recap, I wouldn't be buying into like Ronin. I wouldn't be buying into the top of my watch list today as far as gains, but I'm looking at Citus, Senate, Honeyland, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, playable, based, BoxBet, Winner, Game Starter, and Champ. So I think that's like 10 tokens even there that I'm looking at for today. And then more so, now that my positions are already set, and I'm not buying today. I'm sitting on my positions. I'm watching that number go up on my portfolio today, which is what we all want to see, right? But there's a lot of things coming over the next few days that you need to be on the lookout for. So my angry Yakuza girlfriend, yes, you heard that right. That is the game name. It is an amazing ecosystem. Sinjin's done a really good job of crafting this. And the Black Card Mint goes live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. There's only 88 black cards. This is going to be one of the most scarce mints of Q1 and maybe the year as far as the low supply. So I am luckily whitelisted for this. I'm going to make sure I'm at my computer at 8 p.m. Eastern, and I'm going to get my black card here for 𝗡𝗚𝗐, but I'm going to be on the lookout for this. Obviously, we're super bullish on Heroes of Mavia. Heroes of Mavia's airdrop campaign. Download the game beginning tomorrow. Global launch for Heroes of Mavia is tomorrow. So anyone who downloads the game on iOS or Android and syncs their account to the website will be eligible for an airdrop. So that's an amazing gesture here from the Mavia team. We have Mixmob token going live. Today we had Army of Fortune go live. Despite the FUD, I still think they can pull through and maybe make some changes on that tokenomics front for the airdrop. And then tomorrow we have a Solana gem here. Like I've been playing Mixmob on my Soul phone here every single time I hop on the Soul phone and play around with a few of the dApps and the games. So I'm looking at Mixmob tomorrow. It's going to launch at a very low market cap. I think this one's going to do super well. We have the Portal TGE also around the corner. Despite I might not be the biggest Portal fan, but I think this is going to kill it for any of the early pre-sale, pre-seed private investors. So I'm definitely on the lookout for Portal. So 𝗡𝗚𝗓, Mavia, Mixmob, and Portal with some big updates there as well. Now let's shout out a few of our sponsors here before we jump out of the show. We have NordVPN. Always use a VPN, guys. Like seriously, if you're not using a VPN when you're navigating through crypto, when you're navigating through all of this, as you see here, it says I'm unprotected, but I am literally using a VPN at this moment in time. So don't worry about that. I am protected, and I am actually using NordVPN as always because I think they are the best VPN product on the market. And whenever you look here, they're giving you 4 extra months for free and a huge discount. This is an exclusive New Year's deal that you can only find right here on Banter and on In the Game. So NordVPN down below in the description. We have Uncaged, one of our newest sponsors here on the show. They are teasing here that, with the game launch right around the corner, and this one's been highly anticipated for a long time. They've gone through ups and downs of the market. They're still here. They're still building. They have high stakes matches, or practice makes perfect. So you can, risk, or you can just, practice and play PvP with no risk. There's tournaments, tough or league legend. So you can play tournaments or leagues, old school classic or high flying flashy, and street or stadium. So you can choose your risk, you can choose your league style, you can choose your aesthetic, and you can choose what environment you're playing in. So I'm really excited to see the full launch here for Uncaged. We have Ultra with their tournaments this week, or this month, I should say, on the Ultra Arena platform. So this is going to be in February. They're giving away 500 UOS in Clash Royale, 500 UOS in PUBG, 500 UOS in Gods Unchained, and 500 UOS in EA Sports FIFA, or EA Sports FC. That's just so weird to say at this point in time that they changed the name from FIFA, but it is what it is. So check out the Ultra Arena tournaments if you want to jump in and win some Ultra. I would say free Ultra, but you would be competing and winning it. And then last but not least, Dream Quest. Shout out to Dream Quest. Really impressive that they've survived this bear market and really are coming out strong. Like they've been working on the game relentlessly. They're publishing so many updates here, articles, devlogs, etc. So I'm really excited for what they've been building over this bear market. And it's a testament. A lot of teams that launched at the beginning or at the end of last bull are non-existent now. now the projects are still here, like Uncaged, like Dreams Quest, and they're still pushing through. They're still trying to get the word out about their game. And I'm really excited to see the end game here. And I know for Dreams Quest, there's some big entertainment stuff coming around the corner, potentially in the movie side, potentially in the music side. So definitely keep your eyes on that. And we appreciate all of our sponsors here on In the Game. So guys, this is one of those days where you should have been stacking when people are selling, and accumulating when people are capitulating. And that's exactly what we did. We gave you all the alpha on the tokens last week. So this show, there are a few tokens out there that are high value buys today. And I think the low market cap stuff that has just moved a little bit, that's where I would be looking at this point in time. But today's not the day you go ape into the top of your watch list, like I said. So let me know your thoughts. What did you buy when the market was absolutely beaten to shreds? Are you getting bull run vibes kind of like I am? Because this little pump is like, okay, I don't think that this is about to be that pre-halving big boost in the market. Are we going to see 45 or more here in Bitcoin in the short term? You guys let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll reply to a few comments after the show. As always, like the video, subscribe, and play well, my friends.